Hello, welcome to my review of the CherryMobile Flare Jellybean upgrade to Android 4.1.2. If we scribble along that face, ta-da! A bunch of jelly beans are gonna float around your screen, and they're interactable or interactive. Can slide them along. See? Scribble along the screen if you're like bored. But now let's get down to business. So as you can see, it still has some of the run-of-the-mill bloatwares. I've added a bunch of apps already, so there. These are the run-of-the-mill bloatwares. I've separated them into folders so I could show you what they are. They still have the news, the perfect keyboard, and the system software update, and the basic apps there, and a bunch of Google apps. I haven't upgraded my Google Talk yet. It's actually Google Hangouts now. It has Google Plus, your Google Maps, Google Settings, and a Google whatever that is, and a voice search, the Play Store, the navigation, and a messenger, I guess, for Google Talk or whatever that is. Got Gmail. And now there's a new app. It's called a torch or a flashlight that makes you use the Flare's LED flash as a torch or a flashlight if you need it. You get stuck in a cave unless the battery lasts. So, and the sound recorder and the camera are not included into the folders because I wanted to tackle a few things about them. Well, the torch, I've already mentioned what it's for, and I guess people would know what it is for. It's a widget. And the sound recorder, well, I only included it because it has a new look. But of course, I think it still records audio pretty crappily. Yeah, crappily. That's a word. Because it's an AMR format, so I guess I'll just download an MP3 recorder if I would need that. And the camera. This is my main issue with the CherryMobile Flare update. The camera that they have installed, or the actual installer that they used for the camera. I don't know what kind of installer they used, but the previous version that they used to install the camera, not just an installer. I mean, not just that the camera is crappy. It's the lens, the one that they used to install the hardware is crappy compared to the previous one, so they need to bring it back to that, because I've installed some pretty good cameras, some pro apps I've downloaded on somewhere and it doesn't fare off pretty well. It doesn't help even though I try using like something like a pro HDR app. Hey, you can see my dog's tits. Yeah, and a bunch of imaging apps. Yeah, I'm image savvy. I love my Instagram, and you think that most of these cameras are actually like pretty good if you install them on a device that has a very good camera. Hi, you can see my shadow. You can't see me. Huh, ninja. So these are a bunch of apps that I have installed, and fortunately I got me my super user I was able to root my Jellybean. And so now going back to the camera, this is a camera that comes with the Jellybean upgrade. It's not as good as the old one. In my perspective, it's no bueno. So yeah, in auto. See, the macro lens is gone, and even like the ordinary lens just doesn't fare off too well as it used to. The settings, it doesn't even let you choose how big you want the photo to be. Before you choose the size of the photo, or at least the pixel you want to use, now it's just gone and you just got these crappy options. So let me give you an idea how different image quality you get from what you used to have, because it used to be quite good. Now this is a before photo I took with a old camera of the flare, with a stock camera in its ice cream sandwich stage, or I guess it really was in the installer, it's not in the camera app. See, you can see pores, or puppy's pores. You can see the whiskers and all that fur, all that hair. It's heavily saturated, but it's quite good. The digital lens is good. Now I get this. Yes, it's a photo I took earlier with a box of the flare. Before, I could use the flare's camera to take pictures of documents and be able to read the document like ordinary size 12 times New Roman font with the flare. Now this is like the CherryMobile box. If you have your box with you, you should be able to read that, because those fonts are pretty big. I don't know much about cameras and stuff, so I wouldn't be able to tell you what kind of specs it used to have, or at least what kind of focal point it needs. I guess the pros can answer that. So, you see that? CherryMobile values your lifestyle. Now, I can't, it's pretty blurry. I don't know if it's just my camera or my unit, but it used to be really good, crisp, like this. You see the detail? You can see that. It wasn't top notch, but if you just compare the two, that's just really sad. So, we're done with the camera issue. It was terrible. Now, one of my other issues is this. I love my Instagram. And one of the main reasons I got the Jellybean upgrade on my CherryMobile Flare is to be able to use the Instagram video app. So, I was able to record already something earlier on my Instagram video. Now, the problem is, when I click on next, it would give me the process or something. But when I get here, unfortunately, Instagram has stopped. Yes, it crashes. It doesn't even let me finish, or it won't let me choose a cover, and it would crash. Now, I'm not sure if that thing is an issue with Instagram not being really compatible with my device, but I would guess that it's not. It could be Instagram, but I'm really betting that it's the flare. But Instagram's video feature is quite new, so maybe it could be Instagram. So holla to the Instagram people, fix it with a Jellybean 4.12, because it's really sad and crappy that I can't use that. Because I love my Instagram. Now, so we have the basic widgets of Flare, or at least an Android device here. They're pretty good. And I would also like to say that my screen capture app is not giving justice to the actual speed of the flare or my device, because I'm recording in 40 frame rates per second, so that's not pretty good. It would lag when I'm scrolling like this. The screen would give you a fuzzy look. So I guess that would be all. Yeah, that will do. I hope CherryMobile or Instagram fixes that video upload issue, because I love my Instagram. I'm gonna say that again. And then the camera, oh my gosh. They better upgrade the camera or change it back at least to the way it was. And I really hope they would have an over the air transfer, an OTA upgrade for the build, because that would be so much easier. Because I had my flare upgraded a few days ago, or actually just the other day, and I'm from Bulacan, and I had to go to SM Annex in Manila, or wherever that is not really cool just to get it upgraded, and it didn't even really work too well because the camera sucks. So this has been Rachel, and I hope you enjoy. Yeah, enjoy. You can hit like if you enjoyed my review, or at least highlighted your issues with the flare. For all those who have gotten the Jellybean upgrade, or for those are planning to get the Jellybean upgrade, I would say think again, because your camera is gonna get sucky. So I hope CherryMobile can fix that. I hope you people can forward this concern to the CherryMobile people, to the CherryMobile group on Facebook, Twitter, wherever you can find them. Please fix the damn camera. This has been Rachel.